What's up everybody, Whack4863 here, and I've got another video in my series of named armors. Now this video is Exile armors, so we're actually going to cover 7 different named armors. You can see a list on your screen now: Chelkis the Smith, Enos Ironrot, Gur Legbiter, Oisin the Smith, Orquina Steel Tongue, Turnus Burnbreeches, and Zavik are all on the list for sharing the same spawn point. So instead of making 7 different videos for you guys to watch over a period of 7 different weeks, I thought I would bring you one video showing you where all of these guys spawn all together. Now before we get into the spawn points, let's look at what each one of them makes. We're going to go in alphabetical order, and the first one on the list, Chelkis the Smith, we're just going to cross off the list. He is known for making nothing in particular. That means that what he can do is make the flawless versions of all the DLC. He does not have a specific in-game recipe, guys, so it's just going to be the DLCs for Chelkis the Smith. Enos Ironrot makes the Zamorian Dancer and the Zamorian Thief. Both of these are light armors. Here's a quick look at what it looks like on male and female thralls. Now the Zamorian Dancer has 33 in armor. It has no bonuses. It is regular armor. Its main ingredient is silk, and it has 1 in heat resistance. The Zamorian Thief is also light armor. The regular version is 63 total armor. Its agility bonus is +5. Its main ingredients are feline pelt and silk, with 1 in cold resistance. The epic flawless version is 150 in armor. Agility bonus of +9. Thick hide and layered silk for the ingredients, and it is 2 in cold resistance. Moving on down the list to Gur Legbiter, which is an epic name for a thrall if you ask me. Gur Legbiter. He makes the epic flawless Hyperborean Slaver. It is a heavy armor. As you can see there on the screen, that's what it looks like on both female and male thralls. Now the total armor is 360 for the regular. Its bonus is strength with 5 in additional strength. Main ingredient is fur and iron with 1 in heat resistance. The epic flawless version is 863 in armor. Its bonus is 9 in strength, and its hardened steel is the main ingredient, has 2 in heat resistance. Moving on to Oisin the Smith. Now I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but they make the Cambodian Shaman armor, which is a medium armor, and this is what it looks like on your thralls. The Cambodian Shaman in regular is 173 armor. Its bonus is strength at +5, with its main ingredients being thick hide and horns. It is 1 in cold resistance. The epic flawless version is 453 in armor. Its bonus is strength at +9. Its main ingredients are iron and layered fur, with a cold resistance of 2. Moving on to Orquina Steel Tongue. Now this is for all of you archers out there. This is a heavy armor, and it is bonus accuracy. Here's the way that it looks on the thralls. Let's jump into what you get out of it. So the regular armor is 480, with its bonus being accuracy +5. Elephant hide is its main ingredient, with 1 in cold resistance. The epic flawless is 960, with its bonus being accuracy of +9. Its main ingredients are layered fur and hardened steel, with a cold resistance of 2. Moving on to Turnus Burnbreeches. This is the Shemite. It is a light armor, and this is how it looks on the thrall. Now this is also an armor for those of you that want to be archers out there. It is 49 in total armor. Its bonus is accuracy with +5. Its main ingredient is silk, and it's heat resistant of 1. The epic flawless is 160 armor. Bonus is accuracy at +9. Thick hide and layered silk are the main ingredients, with a heat resistance of 2. Moving on to Zavik, you can see he makes the Sumerian fur and the Sumerian steel, and I will show you how that looks on both male and female thralls. Now, I think once you see what the Sumerian fur and steel have in store for you, you're going to want to get your hands on a Zavik. So the Sumerian fur is a medium armor. The regular version has 337 armor. With its bonus of vitality, it's going to be +5. It takes hardened leather and layered fur, and its cold resistance is 1. The epic flawless version is 440 in armor. Its bonus is also vitality with +9. It takes hardened leather and layered fur to make that. It should be in-game a cold resistance of 2, but currently it's bugged to a cold resistance of 1. The Sumerian steel is a heavy armor. Its regular version is 800 armor. Its bonus is vitality of +5. Its main ingredients, hardened leather and hardened steel with a cold resistance of 1. The epic flawless version is 960. The bonus is also vitality with a total of +9. It takes hardened leather and hardened steel to make it as well, and it should be a cold resistance of 2, but this one is also bugged and is currently a cold resistance of 1. Now, the reason why I said that you'll want to get your hands on this armor is because the vitality makes a huge difference in your thrall's total health pool. Alright, so now that we have all the armors out of the way, I'm going to show you all the different spots that all these armors spawn, and we're going to start right down here on the river. We're actually going to run this path. Now, anywhere where you see this icon, like the little flag icon, those are all exile camps, and you can see these are all places where they spawn. This one up here is actually a black hand camp, but they do spawn up there as well. So you can see all these different icons. Now, I am going to call out certain ones of these that I don't recommend, and I'm going to leave those to the end. So kind of going in order of recommendation, I'll call it out when I really recommend a place, which is it's really going to be right up here in Sinner's Refuge. But some of these areas, like along this river, I don't recommend, just because there's a lot of enemies in that area, things that are going to get in the way of you knocking stuff out. There'll be everything from alligators to spiders and different things. Now, this spawn, it's actually walking over here right now. So here's one armorer spawn right here, and this one wanders around this island here. It starts its walk from right about here, and then it'll walk all through that thicket there. It'll walk across the river there, like you saw, come back around. She's just gonna walk all over the place. So keep that in mind. This one's going to be one that is that's kind of walking around. The next spot is actually right here, and this one does start to fight. You can see there's Enos right there. They will fight these little guys here. But yeah, so this is the spot. You'll see her. She should come back and sit down here if we give her a second. Yeah, so there you go. She's gonna sit somewhere right in here. This guy's sat wherever he wants to, but yep, there's that spot right there. And we're just gonna continue down the river here, guys, to the next spot. And I'm gonna try to just do this. I may do some flying just to speed it up, but I'm gonna try to just run the river. That way you guys kind of know where we're at and where we're going here. The next spot is this little campfire right here. And you can see we have another Enos there. And if we look at our map real quick, we are right here right now. So across the river there, we'll find our next spot. So it's that campfire right there. We'll just do a bit of fly running there. But here's the next spot that you're going to look for, that one right there. Alright, I went ahead and turned off stamina, that way don't have to worry about running out of stamina. So if we continue on this island here, we're going to find another little spot just down the way here where you'll be able to find an armorer. And it's going to be right up here on the right hand side. You can see the campfire there as well. And there you go. There's a Gur leg biter right there for those of you that are looking for Gur. All these spots that I'm showing you guys, remember, are spots where you can find multiple different armorers. So we did this camp, we did this camp, we did this camp. We're going to drop back down to this one and then continue our way this way. So that next little camp is right over here. And it's going to be right up top here. And actually, I don't have an armorer here, but if you continue to kill this spot, you will find an armorer in this location. Alright, so I didn't want to shortchange you guys, so there you can see there's an armorer in that location as well. And if we look at the map, we are right here. So we have hit this camp, this camp, this camp, this camp, this one, and we're going to continue on through here. So there you go, there's another armor spawn there, and that is right here on the map. We're gonna head up here. Now just so you guys know, when I'm at this speed, I'm actually flying. So for those of you that aren't familiar with that, I am, now you can see, now I'm flying. And where are we going here? We are going right there, so it's off to the right here. And here it is. And as you can see, there's a Zabik there, and we will continue our journey. There's a little bit further here, guys, and that's why I marked them out on the map, is because a lot of these spawns are can be pretty difficult to find if you don't know where you're headed. There she is, Enos Ironrot, and you would just run up from down over here. There's a place where you can run up from either side. You can see from that way and then from this way. We're going to continue this way to get to our next spawn point, which is going to be through here. And you can see the campfire there in the distance. And there you go. And this one's going to have some, I don't know why he's exploding way over there, but okay. This one's going to have some stuff that attacks it as well, but still pretty easy spot to get to there. And that is right here. So the next one is way down here in the green. And so we will fly to that location. And it's going to be that campfire there. And the spot that you want to look at is... Actually, maybe it's not this campfire here. Nope, it's further down. Okay, so see why I have them marked on the map there, guys, is because there are camps in throughout here that things, named things do not spawn. And they do look semi-similar. So here you go. This is the one I was looking for, and there's another Enos there. And so the last two spots here, this one is way up on top of a mountain, and it is semi-difficult to get to, so I will show you guys exactly how to get up there. And it's right next to the sand-swept ruins. It's going to be up on that cliff face there. So there's a couple of ways that you can get oh nope, it's actually on this cliff face. There's a couple of ways that you can get around to them. You can go up up that way and through the back. Problem with going that way is you have the sand beast to contend with. So if you're not late enough game to contend with the sand beast, or you just don't feel like messing with them, I suggest not going that direction. So we'll go this way. I'll show you the easier way to get there. And so if you just run up, you can see the cliffside, and actually that camp is directly up this cliffside right here. Let's see if I can. So it's right there. That's the camp. I'll go ahead and show it to you. Now these guys do walk around quite a bit. So there's that guy there, and let's see if we can find where, there they are. So there's the spawn point, but let me show you guys how to get to it. So obviously you could climb up that cliff face, but if you're not able to climb it, you just run around this way, and it's quite a ways from the river. Honestly, this is one that I don't recommend because it's so far off the beaten path and difficult to get up to. But if you're in this area, if you're built in this area, it might make sense for you to farm it. So you come across this path here, and you just kind of want to follow it up and around. You're going to follow it up and around to the right here. And you see it just kind of leads way up here. Let's go ahead and fly just so it's a little bit quicker. But you just want to follow this path up and around. You can see there's rhinos, there's panthers, there's all sorts of things to contend with. But just continue to follow this path. Back, back, back. And you will come up to this point where we were before. Okay, so there she is. And this is the camp. So like I said, you can climb up if you've got the stamina or the grip for it. Some gliding joints would make this climb pretty easy, but if you can't do that, I recommend running up and around that back way I just showed you. So the other one is going to be, let me show you on the map too again real quick. That's where we're at. We're gonna go to this one next, and this one is just a little island out here by itself. This little island right here. And you can see there's an armor spawn. There's also a recipe right here, guys, that you can learn. That's specialist cooking 10. Okay. But there's the spawn spot. Now for this last one, I'm not going to fly all the way up there. I'm just going to teleport, guys, but this is where we're headed here. Okay, and the spawn point is somewhere right around this area where I'm standing here. And this spawn point walks around. Actually, she's right there walking around. You can see her way off in the distance here. And there's another Enos iron rot for you, and she will get in a fight. There's a spider down here right there. She'll fight this spider here, so keep that in mind. You can see they're starting to get in a battle as it is. And then there's a green locust. I'm not sure if she makes it this far down. In fact, I don't even know where she went after I killed that spider. But yeah, so she walks around this area. There she is, walking back up. So yeah, it doesn't look like she makes it that far down. Oh yeah, there you go. She does. So you're just gonna wanna be quick on that to make sure that she doesn't get killed. I mean, look, she's gonna die anyway just from the poison that they just put on her. There she goes. Sad panda day. All right, guys. So we did this route right here. We ran this just like that, came all the way, came through here, came up here, went to there, then I teleported to there. So I'm going to bring you back to right here. I'm going to go ahead and teleport there real quick. So just to give you guys an idea of where we're at, there's the sentinels there. Okay, so you can see those. And the spawn point that you want to look at is laying down right here. There's another Enos iron rot. And this is directly across from where I'm going to recommend that you farm for all of these armorers. Okay, so all those spots are great, but look at how much land you have to cover to hit all those spots. It's a ton of area that you have to cover. I suppose you could centralize yourself right in here and just kind of run that loop of camps. But this is going to be the best bang for your buck right here, guys, is in Sinner's Refuge. And the reason why I say that is there's actually 4 spawn locations in Sinner's Refuge where you're going to be able to find the thralls that you're looking for, all of these armorers. So the first 2 are right here as you enter. We've got a Zabik sitting there and an Enos Iron Rot sitting there. And then if we come to the back, I'm sorry, there's actually 5 spots in here, not 4. There's 5 spots. So there was 2 there. There's 1 there and 1 there. And there's 1 there. So 5 spots in Sinner's Refuge alone, which is definitely the best bang for your buck. Anytime you can put 5 named locations in such a small area, that's where you want to go. Alright guys, so for this next one, these are going to be the ones that I do not recommend. So these are on the do not recommend list, and I'll show you why. So look at all the crocodiles and mayhem that's going to happen here. You can see Turnus Burn Britches right there. Another armor, and let's see if we could save his life in God mode here or not. Doesn't look like we did. He died. He spawns right here, right where I'm standing. So he would spawn right here, and then what ends up happening is when you get into this area, all mayhem breaks loose, and all these crocodiles attack, and the NPCs attack the crocodiles, and it is extremely difficult to get the crocodiles killed without killing what you want and knock it out all at the same time. So I don't recommend this to be farmed. If you happen upon it, you know, give it your best go, but it is a difficult spot to farm, and that is right here. So this next one is going to be right there, and we'll just run up from here. Actually, we'll fly up from here. And let's see, that one's actually right there, right behind this spire right here. This is the next spot, and this one's okay. This one doesn't get attacked by anything, and it's this spot right here that you want to continue to kill until you find the armorer that you want. So now we will head up this way. This next one is also one that I do not recommend, and the reason being is it is much like the last one. This isn't the one. It's up here, and it's right there. You can see the glow from the campfire, and I'll show you guys just what happens with this one too. It's kind of the same as the last one. You can see that just all mayhem is breaking loose. I can't even get a name. That's a smelter, but this is the one camp that I did not come and kill for an armor, because I mean, just look at everything that's going on in this camp, just being around. So there's 1, 2, 3 crocodiles, 1, 2, 3 spiders there, and there's more spiders on their way down, because this is right below this cavern here, which I think is Skittering Cavern, if I remember right. Yeah, Skittering Cavern. So depending on which way you run through here, there can be just mass mayhem going on at this little camp. So I do not recommend that one either, and that is this one right here. So I think I actually blew past this camp right here, so let's go over there real quick and I'll show you that one. This one actually doesn't get attacked either. You can see there's 2 people at the campfire, but the guy that you want is the one that's wandering around, and he will wander over into danger with these guys. But there you go, another named armorer spawn. Unfortunately, again, if you don't get to him quick enough, he's going to end up mincemeat or lunch for the crocodiles. But yeah, so that is the final spot there. So let's recap here, guys. You have all of this area to cover here. in order to check for spawns. One up here. This is my recommendation right here. 5 spawns in Sinner's Refuge, 1 right outside. This area here is kind of dicey because there's just so much going on. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. I'll catch you next time. Peace.